Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television. It is Monday, about 6 a.m. Arizona time. I'm on my way into studio. Here, I'm going to give you guys a brief tour once we get in there in a few minutes. I got a morning breakdown session with Topher Morrison. I've been investigating and doing more sourcing on the Michael Hastings story. I'm not finished with this thing yet. It is getting dirtier and dirtier as I dig into it. Of course, Michael Hastings, you've heard, died in a fiery crash going over 100 miles per hour in a white Mercedes. I think it was like a CL20 or something like that. Also known, Mercedes is known for some of the best technology in the world for self-driving cars at the moment. It was one of the first things that popped into my head the very moment Hastings was killed. Now, of course, Hastings was onto a big story. What is even more damning is he sent an email hours before his death out to friends and out to a Sergeant Biggs, I believe, that he had known in Afghanistan, saying that he had to go off the grid, that he was under some pressure and under some heat, being tailed by the FBI. Sends this out hours before his death. Sources that got the email say that it was uncharacteristic of him, and it also seemed like he was scared. He had also reached out to WikiLeaks attorney. I'm forgetting the name of the specific attorney, but reached out to a WikiLeaks attorney regarding these feelings in this investigation before his death. Now, of course, Michael Hastings, best known for his Rolling Stone article that literally ruined the career of General McChrystal, who was replaced by General Petraeus, of all people. So the scandal digs deeper and deeper. Of course, Hastings, and the big question is, what big story was Hastings about to break? Is what we need to think about and need to understand. What was Hastings onto? This was a Andrew Breitbart type person who just got Breitbarted for the cause, in my opinion. Now, I'm not going to go as far as to say that it was an outright murder yet, because we need to source and we need to find more facts and data to suggest this. But the evidence is pointing that direction. The evidence is clearly pointing that direction. It is even being picked up by the mainstream media, not just alternative media sources. Hey everybody, just to put it on record, I was actually just on the phone after shooting the video on Michael Hastings. Of course, I'll be updating you that on later today. I was speaking with David Ortiz. Some of you are familiar with him, probably recognize him from InfoWars. He was a reporter there for a while. He's actually helping our organization out now. And when I was on the phone, otherwise I would have gotten the iPhone out here and I would have had the camera on. I had what appeared to be a murdered out black vehicle, heavy tent, appeared to be some kind of FBI type vehicle approach on my left-hand side. Very eerie, creepy. I stared at him right in the eye, stared right back at me. I could see a shotgun in the back. Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green, stepping into the office here, giving you a brief tour. You can see here, turn on a light, we got our little boardroom, flip the camera around here, so we do kind of the morning breakdown meetings. So I just want to go on record. I had what appeared to be an FBI agent or somebody like that following me and tracking me on the freeway on my way to the office this morning. This is actually our first official day in the new studio. We've been setting everything up. Of course, I gave you a tour of the kind of the workstation room. Let me give you a tour of this. This is kind of where we're cutting all of our footage, post-production. This is where we're going to do all of our documentaries and cut, we can cut full-length feature films on this thing. This is a pretty badass system. Let me show you kind of here the rec room where we're setting up studio today. This is where we'll be doing the live show, although it's not quite ready yet. Let me get some lights on here, see if we can turn this on. I'm the first one here this morning, so here, let's go. So you've got the trusty dartboard here. Here's the room that we're going to be building out. You see we've got a green screen, we've got the box lighting here. Very basic. I mean, this is what we could do basically on a budget to get us up to kind of a studio format. We're going to have what we need, which we actually don't have yet, is we need some kind of workstation here as the control room to actually run the graphics and run the news and bring in Skype and bring in our guests and all of that kind of stuff for you, our audience. So I'm going to be doing a live show today at 1 o'clock from the control room. I'm about to shoot a video here in a moment to update you on Hastings, as well as do the morning breakdown with Topher Morrison. So we're really going to need your support with all this, guys. I mean, we are balls to the wall right now. I've put everything that we have at our disposal, every single resource, amount of energy and juice that I've got up here. And we're also taking enormous risks. What we do, the truth-telling business, at times can be a little scary. Man, I'd be lying to you to say that, I'm not fearful at times based on the nature of what we do, investigating the truth, digging into stories like the Michael Hastings stories nobody else wants to touch because they're afraid of it. Even the mainstream media knows that this thing was a hit. And again, we need to find more corroborating evidence to prove that. But what I want to know, and what you should be asking our audience, is what big story was Hastings about to break? I'll be getting into all this in just a few. Stay tuned for some awesome videos today. We also have a new AMTV News coming up. Will be shot in post-production soon. I'm Christopher Green, as always. Love you guys, hard-hitting, and in your face.